Welcome to Caring Connections. I'm Sally Gibney. Our show today is Big Brothers and Big Sisters. You know, we all need someone who believes in us. One of the most important gifts we can give to a child is a friendship with a caring adult. And that's just what Big Brothers and Big Sisters is all about. I am so thrilled today to have Sue Pierce and two mentors and two mentees. And this is really, really going to be fun. So, Sue, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Sally. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here today. And so as Sally said, I'm Sue Pierce, and I've worked for United Counseling Service of Bennington County for 27 years.
Wow.
If you can believe it.
But
yes.
you're only 29.
Well, you know, I start young.
Babe.
And I recently began working with the Big Brother Big Sister program. Certainly knew it well because we've had it here at Bennington County for 27 years. And but I started working in October of 2013, and I'm responsible for the North Shire. So that's Arlington north up to the Meadowy Community School.
Oh, I see. All right. And then there's another group.
There is another woman, Kara Ryman, who is actually a full-time employee down in Bennington. We call it, she's responsible for the South Shire. Cool. So between the two of us in Bennington County, we have approximately 60 matches.
Wow,
and those, so neat. Right, and a match is an adult and a student, and it's gender matched, so female to female, male to male. And many of our matches are in the school system. They are lunchtime matches. And then the more traditional Big Brother Big Sister match is the community match, and that's when they meet outside of the school. And today we have somebody who met in a lunchtime match and has now expanded into the community. And then we have another match that has started right in the community.
Wonderful.
Yes. And so anyway, I'm thrilled to be here.
We're so glad to have you. Now, would you please introduce Beth?
Yes. Beth Whitaker is here with me today.
Yes, hi. I became involved with the Big Brother Big Sister system when I had a moment to relax a little and I wanted to fill it. I moved to the area from New York City about 3 years ago to open a restaurant with my husband, Brasserie Lousteau.
Oh, that's a wonderful restaurant.
Thank you, thank you. And for the first 2 years, it was just crazy setting it up and getting it going. It's still kind of crazy, but I do have a little bit of time to give. And I've always been involved in the community where I've been living throughout my life in one way or another, and I was looking for a way of becoming involved and making a difference to even just one person. And so the Big Brother Big Sister.
One person at a time.
That's it.
That's what matters.
And so I found Sue, and she made the match with Lily, who was available at the time and was looking for somebody who could pay special attention to her, and I'm pleased and thrilled that it worked out this way.
Now you started in the school. How did that work?
Excuse me. On Tuesday lunch, we were introduced back in the fall. So every Tuesday we would meet for an hour at lunchtime, and I started eating with you in the library. And
did you bring some food from the restaurant?
No. I hardly ever get a chance to eat there. But so we had fun playing games to begin with, and we got to know each other over Sorry, and I taught you Slapjack and a couple other games. It got a little rowdy in the library, so we had to stop that. But then we found time to get out together into the community, and Lily came to my house, and I introduced her to my dog, which now every time she sees her wants her to throw the ball again.
Oh, I'm sure.
So it's and the cat, and both of them fell in love with Lily right away, just like I did.
Oh, that's so neat.
So yeah, and now we get out sometimes to like Hildene. We went to the community day that they had and saw all the beautiful peonies in the gardens. It was gorgeous. And we also get out with the Big Brother Big Sister organized events.
Oh, nice.
So we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll talk a little more about that later, about the organized events. Lily.
Let me introduce you to Lily.
Hi, Lily. Thank you for coming today. I'm so glad you're here. Can you tell us a little bit about you? How old are you?
I'm 10.
You're 10. And what grade are you in?
I'm going into 5th grade.
Wow.
And My school is MEMS.
Oh, so you're at MEMS. And that's very exciting, going into 5th grade. My goodness. Now, can you tell me, or tell all of us, a little bit about what you and Beth do together? What do you like best about it?
Well, I like best about it that someone is giving me the attention that I want, that I like. Since it's hard for my mom to give me attention because she has a husband and I have 4 other step siblings.
Wow, so she's a busy lady.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of hard for her to share all of her love to every one of them, so I'm used to being the only child, but now that they're my step-siblings, I try to get used to it, even though they've been coming to the house a lot, but I'm still not used to it.
Well, it's hard. It's a big change for you. So all of a sudden you have to share your mom.
Yeah.
And she has to share her time with all these other children. So now you have someone very special who spends special time with you.
Yeah.
And tell me how, I bet you really love the dog and the cat, don't you?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Well, the dog's name is Ella, and the cat's name is Aisha.
Ah, nice, nice. Well, that's really neat. Thank you for sharing with us. Now, Mikkel.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, my name is Mikkel, and I'm from New Zealand, as you can probably tell, not Australia. I arrived here about 11 years ago, end of June. And if you told me 11 years ago that I was going to end up living in the United States and doing all the things that I'm doing, I would have said, that's crazy, that's just not going to happen. But I met someone, fell in love, and before I knew it, I was living in Vermont.
Oh, wow.
And I now live in Paulet, have a house there. And I got involved with the program October last year, and I had thought of it for a long time because the woman I fell in love with had a son, so I was a stepfather for a period of time. We're not together anymore, but we were together for about 4.5, 5 years. And I really enjoyed, that was the first time for me to have any kind of experience of
with
being with a child. And I don't have children of my own. And I think I was very inspired by that experience. And I'd been trying, to find out some information about Big Brothers Big Sisters, and finally it was Sue's predecessor that matched Tristan and I. We had an interview together, and I just loved it, and I still do. And for me, I think the important thing for me is, I'm big on community service, but I think it's something you really have to put your heart into.
Absolutely.
And if you're not enjoying something, then
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, exactly. Yeah. And we, for a while there in the beginning, we were seeing each other twice a week, like once during the week for an hour or so, and then on the weekend I would see him for a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours. At the moment, I'm seeing him usually in the weekends. And we do a variety of things, from hiking to we went to a little visit to EQX, the radio station in Manchester, and I take him to my house sometimes. I do some stained glass repair and got him to make a little stained glass fish that he's still finishing. And he helped me at home build my fire pit at home. So
wow. That's
we
impressive.
Had a good time doing that, and of course the activities with the Big Brothers Big Sister organisation, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the fact that we can get together with the other matches, mentors and mentees as well, because I don't know, it's a feeling of community within a community, I think, and I really enjoy that.
That is really, really neat. Tristan, tell us about you.
Who's Tristan?
My name is Tristan. I am 8 years old, and I am going into 3rd grade.
Where?
At MEMS, Manchester Elementary Middle School. And I got the teacher that I really wanted for 3rd grade. Her name's Mrs. Colgrove. She's a really nice teacher. And I like being with Mikkel because, like, we do a lot of stuff, like tennis, hiking, and I built this fire pit with him, like Mikkel said, and I stayed over at Mikkel's house for...
It was a weekend, Friday night through Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And,
That must have been fun.
Yeah, it was, and one of the nights we started a fire in the fire pit.
Wow.
And we roasted marshmallows, and I found like perfect sticks.
Now tell me, did you burn them, or did you just golden brown them, the marshmallows?
Well, I didn't like burn them or golden brown them. I just made it like nice
Perfect.
and hot, like just perfect. And then I had
Mushy.
one, and then I'm like, and then I like really like it. So I asked Mikkel if he wanted me to make one for him, and then he's like, sure. And then he tasted it, and he thought it was really good.
Marshmallow.
It was the best marshmallow.
There's definitely a knack to doing that.
That's
Definitely.
He's
a knack.
got it.
Yeah, I burn them. Totally burn, but I like them burnt, really. What else do you like to do?
I like to climb trees because once when me and Mikkel were hiking, I like climbed a tree. And I like dogs a lot.
Do you?
I used to have 3 dogs, but one passed away.
That's
It was
hard.
an old Yorkie. He was 10 years old. His name was Keegan. And now I got 2 dogs, a Yorkie and a Golden. The Golden's name is Tessa. She's 1 year old.
Oh, wow.
Her birthday is July 10th.
So she's going to have a birthday this week.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the other Yorkie's name that I still have is Savannah.
Ah, nice. Nice. Dogs are special, aren't they?
Yes.
I think they're angels that God give us to give us that unconditional love that nobody else can give us.
Yep.
Right.
When we got Tessa, it was like a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
And like we got her from a kennel. There was like this kennel of dogs, like in this like barn shed that, because there wasn't like gonna be any animals there. So, this woman, she had a girl dog, and the girl had babies, a lot of babies.
Wow.
Yeah, and,
That happens sometimes.
we got a girl.
Uh-huh.
Like, we saw some girls, and then we looked at more girls, and then, like,
But now you have her.
yeah, there was dogs with pink collars, and my sister just wanted them because they had pink collars. But they were just, like, floppy. They wouldn't even move. You had to, like,
So, but
pick 'em up and
she
put
was
'em
very lively.
Yeah. Our dog Tessa, she was running around. She came over to me, and then she started like licking me in the face.
So you knew she was the right one.
Yep. And I also just picked her because I knew she was going to be perfect, and she had a green collar, and green is my favorite color.
Well, then it
And
was meant to
so-
be.
Yeah, and I picked her out, and then we put her down, and my dad, me, my sister Tegan, and my mom, we all stood in front of her, and she came and sniffed us out.
So it was really meant to be, wasn't it? Now tell me, what else do you do with Mikkel?
We play some tennis, but not a lot, like on Saturdays, some Saturdays, and it's really fun because I'm learning how to play tennis.
Uh-huh. How important is it you're getting together with him? Does that mean a lot to you?
Yes, it means a lot. We went to his house once, and the first time I went to his house, Mikkel's dog named Loki.
Oh, you have a dog too.
Yeah, an old boy. He's 12.
Oh.
Yeah, Jen, that Mikkel used to live with, she had a guinea pig.
Oh.
Her name was Jezebel.
I think you like pets, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I can tell you like animals a lot. I can tell. Now, I want to know, what are the things that all of you do together? What are the kind of the programs that you?
Well, we try to do about 6 events throughout the year where we have matches coming together from the south and the north. And so February, we went to the Riley Rink, went skating, and then had the opportunity, if you wanted, to snowshoe or cross-country ski, which I believe all of you did.
Really?
Yes.
How did you like that?
Fun.
Fun? Lily, would you let Lily have the mic, honey, and let's see what did you think about that, Lily?
Well, the skating I kind of had trouble with at first. Then Sue came and she helped me out and told me what to do. Then it was like kind of easy, just I had to go slow and steady. And then after that, me and Beth, we we put on the snowshoes and we went snowshoeing, and with the
Poles?
Yeah,
the poles, we wrote arrows and messages in the snow.
Oh, fun. that meant a lot to you, didn't it? You had a good time. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Beth, what other things do you all do together?
Well, we had a event at Bromley Mountain. The Big Brother Big Sister reserved quite a few places for the ones who could attend, and we. Well, I didn't, but these 3 went down the water slide many times, and the toboggan run. And,
You're brave.
And we did the miniature golf, and we had a lot of fun for that event. And we have one coming up this Friday afternoon, a dinner at the Shaftesbury.
Lake Shaftesbury.
Yeah, lake. So those are the kinds of events as a group that we do, both with our littles. Also, another thing that the Big Brother Big Sister organization has provided for us is some training as well, some classes.
That's what we wanted to hear about.
Yeah, it was very nice to also get together for that.
Sue, could you, I think for any of our listeners who are interested in joining and being a big brother or a big sister, how do you prepare them for that? And first of all, who can apply?
Anybody can apply who's 18 years of age or older. And there is a process of an application, background checks, references that we gather, as well as a one-on-one interview. And then we're working hard to get a little group interview so that, and I paired Beth, for instance, with somebody who had done a lunchtime match for 3 or 4 years, and they had a coffee break together, and I think that helped Beth be prepared. So my hope is that in preparation for the first match meeting, I would have a number of events for the mentor to prepare them. We also have a packet of information that we are organizing this summer, and that will be either given to people or we'll deliver that in a group setting. So we're getting organized, but certainly we have the application and the background check, the personal references, the interview, and then we do a match based on interest. And I'll be quite honest, I really rely a lot on my background of working at United Counseling Service and just feeling like I know people pretty well. I get a sense, both from their interview and their interest.
Now, do you get together with the children to kind of, so you know the children as well?
Yes, it depends. If it is a child who's referred for the lunchtime program, I rely heavily on the guidance counselors in each school. Beth Barkley was the person who recommended Lily. And I rely heavily on the guidance counselor's knowledge of the children when it's a lunchtime match. And then there is a process of interviewing the parents for the community match, and also the interview or the application for the little is very helpful. So there's a number of factors that help.
It's a process.
It's a process. It takes a while, and it definitely doesn't happen in a week. It happens in the least amount of time would be 3 weeks, but typically about a month to a month and a half after the initial interest has been shown, we're able to do a match. And as I said, it can be a community match or it can be a lunchtime match. And if it is a lunchtime match, it can expand. And that's what's happened with Lily and Beth. They got to know each other at lunch, and that was a nice structure, I think, for Beth. And now they have the opportunity, because we met together with Lily's parents and signed paperwork, because we do this together with the families. Absolutely. The parents are well aware of the match. They get to meet and get to know a little bit about the mentor, so that it's really an informed and consensual experience.
You know, it's a group effort, really.
It is. It is.
I mean, it's everyone coming together.
Everyone comes together to support the children to have just a richer life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had a couple of things. I'm very impressed with the organisation and the way it works. The training is really helpful, and also the getting together, like I said. And I wanted to, the Riley Rink was the first event that I went to, and being from New Zealand, ice skating is not a big thing. But this guy here actually helped me to skate. He taught me. And Sue.
You taught him?
Yeah, at one point I was flopping around like a goldfish on the ice, and he came by and grabbed my hand and you know, showed me how to do it, and Sue showed me a few moves. So it was a real fun event, and we actually had like a little training after that, a first aid training as part of it.
Oh,
lunch.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So where the kids got an opportunity to speak, and we did as well, and it's just a great deal of fun and very educational. And I think it's a really important thing in the community.
Sure.
You know, because especially with parents who have more than one child, it's very difficult to give them the one-on-one that we can give them. And I think,
and you know, they're so busy, and so many people are working, and their schedules are so crazy. So to give that special little bit of attention to one child can be very difficult sometimes. Not that you don't want to, but that it's not so easy. So to know that there's someone else who can spend that special time and teach them. So you're quite a skater.
I played hockey in the winter, and how like hockey skaters like skate, they push from side to side on the skates like really fast.
So is that what you did?
Yeah.
How did you feel being able to teach him how to skate?
I felt really good.
I'll bet you did. I'll bet you did. That would be really, really good. I think it's so great to see all of you. I had been on the board at Big Sisters, Big Brothers, Big Sisters a number of years ago, and it was something that I was so touched with. I think it's just such a wonderful gift to our community, and our kids are our future. Our kids are so wonderful, and what they give to us is so much more than we can ever give to them, I think, you know. Lily, does anyone, I'm looking at the clock here, and usually I go over because we get so involved in talking. I'd like each one of you just to say a little something special that you'd like to tell our audience.
First, go, Tristan, you have the microphone.
Since you have the mic, go ahead, honey.
I like swimming a lot. On the 4th of July, me and Mikkel went swimming at the rec. And it was really fun. Like, the water was actually really warm, surprisingly. Wow. It was like 80 something.
87, I think, yeah.
Wow.
87.
That is warm.
Yeah, and I saw some of my friends like David, Christiana, Shay, and...
So you really were glad to have that chance to be there with him, right? That was a special, special time. Yeah.
And I got like a lot of talents, like being annoying is one.
You're not unique.
Yes, I am.
About the annoying. I can be annoying too.
No, you're not annoying.
So you probably can't even burp your ABCs.
No, I can't.
Now,
let's not do that now.
Now, Tristan, could you let Lily tell us some special, do you have something special, honey, that you'd like to share with us?
Well, one time, whenever me and Beth, the first time, like actually like at the beginning, whenever we started going places besides the school, we went sledding at BBA.
Oh, that
of
must be
course,
fun.
Beth, she forgot her snow pants and she got all wet on her pants.
Stop me, did it?
No, it didn't.
The second time I did.
So you
And after that, we went to a restaurant and got some hot cocoa from
Remember
there.
which one?
Your
Grocery.
yeah.
Oh, how
Yeah,
special!
and
is
we
that?
got some whipped cream in it too,
Oh.
which was really good.
Now these are things that you'll always remember, aren't they?
That's right.
Yeah,
Beth, do you have
And-
any? Excuse me.
all the time. Sometimes at school I kept on asking her. Sometimes she could go to my karate place where I do karate, so
Oh,
she
good
can
for
watch
you.
me.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes she can't really because of, isn't it, you have to get all your chores done before you go to work?
Oh, but that's true. Oh, that's great. Now, Beth, do you have anything else to add?
Well, I think everybody's going to understand how special these relationships are.
Yeah.
And I do want to say that it's unlike any relationship you could have with a relative, because there's opportunity to connect in a way that's different. You know, it's it feels great when Lily and I are together and we do something that neither of us had done before. You know, and it's unique to us. And I guess, yeah, I encourage everyone to do it, because as much time as you have that you can give to your little, it's enough.
That's so great. What do you have anything further that you'd like to say?
Yeah, I think when I started the program, I came with a set of expectations of I thought how it would be and what it would be like for me, and now it's very different than that. And I think it's the relationship with another human being, you know, that, and I, having had the inspiration from a stepson, and this is different again because obviously he's not my son, but
there's no baggage.
there's no baggage.
You just
no.
come in and you meet each other as you are.
You know, I feel there are things that I can teach him, but he also teaches me. You know, I've forgotten what it's like to be 7 and 8, and he reminds me very often, and it's a lot of fun. And it's like Beth was saying, it's a very special relationship, and I've enjoyed every moment of it and continue to. So.
Well, thank you. And Sue, do you have anything else you'd like to add? I'm just looking at this clock here.
I would just say that it's a mutually enriching experience for both the little and the big, and I am just honored to be a part of it. I'll be honest with you. I'm impressed by the
caring
mentors
and the
and
love
yes, the caring and the love, and it just expands. It just expands, I'll tell you.
Well, I do have to say, from knowing you, that they're very lucky to have you, because you give so much of yourself and to the community and to Big Brothers Big Sisters. But I've seen you over the years, and you are just one amazing lady.
Well, thank you.
So I think this has been wonderful. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Sally.
I think that this is just a wonderful opportunity. And for all of you out there, if you have any idea that you might want to do this, or that you might want to get involved, or you want to learn more about it, contact Sue.
Yes.
We're going to have the email and the phone number on the screen, so feel free to do that. And for all of you here, thank you so much for being here. And all of you out there, keep on making those caring connections. See you later. Bye-bye.